Alright, what's up guys, it's Spiderwolf back for another Persona 5X video, or P5X. So today I'm going to be showing you how exactly do you reroll in this game, and also rerolls just got way easier, faster, and a whole lot better, so really happy about that. Well, maybe not. Oh yeah, technically all those. But before we get started though, I really appreciate it if you could drop a like, comment, subscribe, would really help me out trying to get 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. But with that being said, let's get into this. So basically all you really want to do is, when you load up the game, you download everything, and you press X, you load up. Now, doing the whole tutorial does take a little bit of time, but it's not too bad basically. So you want to get through this menu here with all the animations to play. And basically, once you get to your room, that's basically where you can start doing your rerolls pretty much, which is a lot faster. I don't know if they changed it before, if it was like that when I was rerolling the night before, when the night did launch, the game did launch. But at the very least, now I know you can't do that from there. And the nice thing is that we do have a free multi now. They did give us a free multi because we did reach enough logins, and now everybody gets a free multi for whatever banner you guys want. So, well, might as well use it for Joker. So if you guys are looking to reroll for Joker like I am, hey, there you go. And the nice thing too is, or the funny thing is that actually the first reroll I did that, I did get Joker. Now I didn't get Anne right away. I didn't get any 5 stars on the standard banner, which kind of sucks a little bit. So I'm debating whether or not I want to still reroll into the game to see if I can get like extra lucky and get like an account that gets Lady Anne and Joker like immediately. So I'm kind of just messing around with it. If I can get something like that, cool. If not, it is what it is. But yeah, I do highly recommend though using an emulator to do this reroll, because trust me, like just like any other gacha game, you want to use an emulator with multiple instances so that way you can reroll as fast as possible and have multiple chances of getting a better account this way. But I'm showing you the process of how to actually go through the actual basic reroll, right? Yeah, basically we got a tutorial here, like I'm saying. But yeah, honestly, like the reroll for this game isn't too bad. Now that we get a free 10 roll basically, and it's not too like deep into the game. It's like maybe about let's see, maybe 7-8 minutes now for reroll, but still close to about 10 minutes. So it's like not that bad. It's not that bad as it used to be. But yeah, the first time I was reeling with this one, it's going to be a lot of issues, especially with trying to set up the emulator. It's a little bit annoying with the emulator though. It's worth it, but the reason why I say it's a little bit annoying is because of the fact that I did like several different versions until I got it right. So I did one where I downloaded the game, I opened it, downloaded all the extra information or whatever that you had to download, and then hold on, let me put my name here. Honestly, I don't know if you can change your name, so this is up to you if you guys want to put your actual, whatever name you want to go in the game with, or if you want to put like a dummy name. I think you could probably change it because most gacha games let you change it, but if not, it's fine. You can still make it work with the macro and the emulator. But going back to what I was saying earlier with the whole issues, so like I said, I downloaded it. So like usually the way how you want to reroll in gacha games, if you're using an emulator and you're trying to do multiple instances. The basic idea is you make a base version where the game is downloaded, and then you make dupes or copies of that version. But in some cases, you don't want to actually open the game up, and you don't want to download the information, because if you open the game up, then it kind of like saves the information. So when you make copies, it's basically you're making a copy of the exact same thing, even the UID is going to be the same. And that's the issue I ran into, where the ID was the complete same, even though it was running on the guest account. Every time I would reset it on the first version, the other cloned versions were the same thing for some reason. Somehow I was able to grab that information when I did open up the game and download all information. So that was a little bit annoying. And then I tried a different option, which was making another version where I didn't open the game, but the game was already installed. And then that still grabbed that same information somehow. That's what surprised me, was that it still grabbed the information, even though all I did was download the game, but I never opened it. And usually, as long as you download the game and never open it, you're pretty much fine to go. You're good to go. But in this case, that wasn't the case. They made it somehow that it was still able to grab the information, which is kind of crazy to me. So the way you want to do it is you want to make separate, different instances. You don't want to make a base. You don't want to make any clones. You just want to make separate instances, and then on each of those instances, depending on how many instances you want to have to reroll with, you have to re-log into all of those with whatever your, if you use Apple, or I think it's only Google Play that you can do it on. But basically, you would log in with your email or whatever, and then you would download the game again. You would have to download everything again. That's the thing that's more so annoying, especially since this game is pretty meaty. You have to download quite a lot, and it does take a bit of time, unless you have really good internet, right? And that's not that big of a deal. But basically, you have to re-download the game over and over and over again for how many times you want to reroll with how many instances. Once that's done, you basically got the hard part over for the most part, or not the hard part, but the annoying part. And then basically, like I said, once that's done, you got all those instances ready to go, you got everything downloaded. Then basically, this is how you would go into the game. You would make your macro, you start it up for all your clicks. You would also then have it be copied over to all the other instances, right? Depending on whatever emulator you're using, they're all pretty much the same though with how they work. And then basically you would be pressing the, which one is it? Synchro, I think? Yeah, synchronization is what they call it as the LD player. So you do that, and then you would also set up the macro, which is called Operation Recorder LD player. And then basically, you got that cooking up, you got synchronization. So the reason why you want synchronization is so it copies all your clicks onto each of the other emulators, so you don't have to go one by one by one on each of them. That way they're all happening at the same time. Now, sometimes there can be a little bit of issues where, like, if your PC can't handle it, it may lag, so it may fuck up. And there's been times where it literally just skips steps because of the lag. So like the macro will keep running, it lags, the game lags, but then it's still, the macro's still going. So like if a lag happens and it slows down, the macro's already ahead, and then that's where things can mess up. So that's the one thing that can be a bit of a downside. So you have to be, very careful when you do set up your macro the first time around, and try to have it as perfect as possible. You may also want to reduce all your quality settings to be as low as possible, so that way your PC can handle it more. It might be able to handle even more versions. But yeah, we're basically right at the end here of what we need to do. Literally, once you clear this boss and you click a few more menus, you're literally done. You're able to just reroll right there, and then you would have to repeat up to until like a little bit after this part for the reroll to process to happen, which is a lot nicer. Because before you had to do like an additional like a couple minutes of extra content, but now you don't have to do that anymore. Now you can do it basically like right after this boss fight, which is very cool. Which I'm very happy about. That's a lot faster now. So I'm a big fan of that. I mean, even then, the couple extra minutes you did have to do originally, that's when I was doing it on day one, wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't like, it's still rather just like, get right to the action here, right? Or like, I'd rather get to some of this as fast as possible, which is the one thing that, speaking, like Uma Musume, I do like, is that the rerolls on that are a lot faster, whereas in this game, you do have to go in quite a bit, but at least now that the arguments are free 10 roll, it's a lot nicer and a whole lot better than before, where I was going to do, where I was doing on the first day, where you could do summons on Joker's banner, but you would only be able to do like 4 or 5 singles on his banner. It was really, really annoying and not a fun time at all. But now that they're giving us a free 10 roll, way nicer, way better time to do rerolls, because now you're able to do a full 10 roll. And what I think you should be doing in this game personally is, or be looking out for, at least for the best kind of reroll account, is getting an account that has Joker, and then getting like Lady Anne or Panther, whichever you want to go color by, in the first like 10 roll, or like Joker the first 10 roll, that you do get from the game, that you get from the milestone we just hit, and then getting Panther or Lady Anne within the free summons that you're given like off the bat from the mail. I think that's the best way to go about it. Now I have been hearing around that you don't want to use that many of your free-to-play standard banner summons, because we're going to be getting better characters added to the standard banner supposedly in the near future. So that's why you kind of want to save those up for those better characters, because right now there's only a couple small amount of characters that are going to be good in the long term, and there's only like a bit more characters that are going to be better like right now. So once you get here, you're basically ready to go. So I'm kind of blocking it, but you can see there's like a little mail tag over here where it says 2. You want to click that. You want to put claim all. There's the free multi right there, the meta jewels, because we did hit the 1.5 million downloads, which is really cool. Really happy that we finally got this. So you want to go back out. You want to press contracts up here on the top left. It's going to say, story, whatever. Then you just say, it's fine, whatever. Skip the story or implications or whatever. You press OK, cool. And then it's going to give you a little tutorial. You go in, you press X here, and then you go down. You got your summons ready to go. That's all you need to do. And you go down one more time. Here's Joker. Let's do our free 10 roll. Let's see if we get him. Let's see if we get Joker here. Now you'll basically know if you got a 5-star, if you do see like a little like a splash artwork across the screen. That's when you know you got a 5-star. I don't think it's guaranteed Joker, but it should be like a guaranteed, you got a character pretty much. So yeah, we didn't get anything like any flash across the screen, so we just got basically just 4 stars off of this one, so we didn't get anything that good, sadly. But sometimes that happens. But yeah, we did get Mew, so she's good, but yeah, a mid-roll, so this will be like when you would want to re-roll. And then at this point, if you did get Joker right, then you would spend your tickets here, and then if you get like, in my opinion, Anne, within these like 20 tickets, hey, I think that's basically your god roll account. You basically got what you wanted. Now, you could roll for Joker's weapon. I personally wouldn't really recommend it. Joker's weapon isn't bad, but it's not great either. Like it's pretty mid if we're being honest. So I'd say that all you really need to reroll in this game, if you're really careful what the best reroll is literally just getting Joker here, getting Anne from here, and that's all there is to it. So with you know, the last bit here, you know, so like, you know, as you can tell, I got nothing good from that. I didn't get Joker right away. That's the main thing. So for me, like, you know, media reroll will be like, if I don't get Joker, all right, we're rerolling, right? So basically what you do from here is you want to go to your menu here on your phone on the bottom right. You want to go to settings, you want to go to accounts, you want to go to other settings, you want to delete your account, and then basically just put delete, and then that'll basically bring you to the home menu again. And that's all there is to it for that. So yeah, pretty much all you need to worry about. So I hope this helps you guys out. And yeah, good luck with the rerolling, and good luck with getting Joker, guys, because now's the time. Now is the time to be rerolling. Way better than where the heck first day was, though. Jeez. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna see all y'all later. Peace and take care, everybody.